Although China has been a major producer of jet fighter aircraft since the 1960s, which were widely exported during the Cold War, the country only emerged as a top-end producer in the field of combat aviation in the 2010s when the formerly massive performance gap between it and industry leaders was largely bridged. This was perhaps best demonstrated by the J-20 fighter program, which in March 2017 produced the world's first active fifth-generation fighter outside the United States. The J-20's capabilities demonstrated that China had in many respects reached a league above rivals in Russia and Europe as a peer competitor to the United States, much as the Soviet Union had been in the decade before its collapse, with advances in industry also reflected in the capabilities of China's other fighter programs such as the 4+ generation J-16 and J-10C. Although China is one of just 3 countries to produce heavyweight fighters, alongside the United States and Russia, unlike Russia which has invested very little in fighters from other weight ranges, China has produced 2 entirely distinct classes of single-engine lightweight fighter jet. The J-10 and JF-17 first entered service in 2006 and 2008 respectively, with the former developed for the Chinese People's Liberation Army (PLA) Air Force and the latter developed exclusively for export. Although the 2 fighters were initially somewhat mediocre, as China's military aviation industry and general economy advanced considerably in the 2010s, both fighters saw new variants developed which revolutionized their performances. The latest iteration of the J-10, the J-10C, entered PLA service in the spring of 2018 with an estimated 150 operational by the end of 2020. It served as a complement to the heavier J-16 and J-20 fighters produced in parallel, with much lower maintenance needs and operational costs, allowing it to be very widely deployed to replace older aircraft such as the J-7. Notable features include thrust vectoring engines, integration of an ESA radar, new avionics and electronic warfare systems, and perhaps most notably access to the PL-15 and PL-10 air-to-air missiles. A comparable set of improvements was subsequently applied to the JF-17 program, similarly revolutionized the fighter's capabilities, with the new JF-17 Block 3 variant produced for export as a lighter complement to the J-10C and seeing its first flight in December 2019.